Hey, what is up guys, it's Hoop Genius, and today I'll be talking about why the Toronto Raptors are going to win the NBA championship this year. Now, I know a lot of you might disagree with me, and I wouldn't blame you. The Toronto Raptors are the underdogs, I would say. Even though they're first in the East with a 51-17 record as of March 16, they are known for choking not only in the playoffs but even regular season games. In this video, I'll explain why that's not going to happen. I'll explain why Toronto has a real shot at an NBA championship this year. Now let's start with their improvements. Yearly seasonal improvements. 2013-2014, 48-34 regular season record. Finished first in NBA Atlantic Division. They lost in the NBA Eastern Conference first round against the Brooklyn Nets. It went 7 games. The last possession of Kyle Lowry was very controversial on whether there was a foul or not. Now let's look at the stats of the starting 5 of the Raptors in their 2013-2014 season. So Kyle Lowry, point guard, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. DeMar DeRozan, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Terrence Ross, their small forward, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Amir Johnson, also 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. Jonas Valanciunas with 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 0.7 assists. Let's get on to the next season, 2014-2015 season. Their regular season record was 49-33. Finished first in the NBA Atlantic Division again. Lost NBA Eastern Conference Final in the first round against the Washington Wizards. Paul Pierce again. They got swept that season. However, Kyle Lowry averaged 17 points, DeMar 20 points, Terrence Ross 9 points, Amir 9 points, and Valanciunas 12 points. So you can see a little bit shift in action. However, in their 2015-2016 season, this was the closest the Raptors have gotten to the NBA Finals. What a season it was, let me tell you. They went 56-26, finished second in the NBA Eastern Conference. They won the NBA Eastern Conference first round against Indiana. They won 3 games, 4-3. Won the Eastern Conference semifinals versus Miami Heat, which, take note, a lot of people thought Miami would win. They were the underdogs throughout the whole playoffs. Lastly, they lost in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they did not get swept. They went 2-4, so 6 games. 6 games. A lot of people thought that the Raptors would get swept 0-4 by the Cavs. And to be fair, that Cleveland Cavaliers team is, no doubt about it, the best Cleveland Cavaliers team in NBA history. Because in this season, 2015-2016, they went on to defeat the 73-9 Golden State Warriors. That's amazing. These Cleveland Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 deficit. So it's very, very commendable, like that season to the Raptors. Very respectable performance in this 2015-2016 season. Here we can see Kyle Lowry, 17 points per game average from last season to this season is now 21 points per game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. DeMar DeRozan, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Damari Carroll, they got rid of Terrence Ross last season, picked up Damari Carroll as a small forward, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Bismack Biyombo, power forward, 5 points, 8 rebounds, 0.4 assists. Bismack Biyombo, what an amazing performance by him this 2015-2016 season. Blocks, rebounds. Same with Jonas Valanciunas, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 0.7 assists. So this 2015-2016 season, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, the dynamic duo, their points per game went up. However, this past season, last year, just 2016-2017, they went 51-31 in the regular season, finished 3rd in the NBA Eastern Conference, won NBA Eastern Conference first round versus Milwaukee Bucks. They went 4-2. What a series, let me tell you that. But lost to Cleveland again in the Eastern Conference semifinals and got swept this time. Let's look at the stats of the starting five of 2016-2017 season. Kyle Lowry, 22 points. DeMar DeRozan, 27 points. 27. Amazing. Norman Powell. What a pickup for the Toronto Raptors. Serge Ibaka, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas, 12 points. He's pretty consistent, 9 rebounds. That brings us to this current season, 2017-2018. Currently, they are 50-17 as of March 16 in the NBA regular season. There's roughly 14 games left, I believe, in the season. They're first in the East as of right now, and they're also the first team to clinch a playoff spot. Kyle Lowry, huge difference in points from last season. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. That's probably partially to blame for the bench and the minutes that they've been playing, because the bench lineup, the second lineup, I should say, have been very crucial in Toronto's success. Carrying on, DeMar DeRozan, 23 points, 4 rebounds. Norman Powell again, 5 points, not bad, 1 rebound. Serge Ibaka, 12 points, 6 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas, 12 points and 8 rebounds. I forgot to mention Serge Ibaka. What a pickup for the Toronto Raptors this past couple of years. Traded for Terrence Ross and Bismack Biyombo, which Serge Ibaka is like both of them in one. He can shoot the three, he can explode to the basket and finish, and he's also a shot blocker and a rebounder. He fits beautifully for the Toronto Raptors team. Not to mention, one of the main reasons that Toronto has been doing as good as they are, their second lineup. Fred VanVleet, 8 points. DeLon Wright, 8 points. CJ Miles, 10 points. Pascal Siakam, 7. Jakob Poeltl, 6 points. CJ Miles as well, Mr. Fourth Quarter. He's starting to become a Mr. Fourth Quarter kind of guy, hitting threes in the clutch, coming up with big plays in the fourth, and he's in the second lineup. The Toronto Raptors, their potential is out of this world. Cleveland Cavaliers, they have not been doing their best recently, and I believe stand no chance against the Raptors if they face in the playoffs. The greatest threat to Toronto in the East, I would say definitely Boston Celtics. But I believe the Raptors can overcome the Celtics if they meet in the playoffs, sometime in the playoffs, maybe first round semifinals. It will go the full 7 games, no doubt about it. Last second of fourth quarter, maybe even OT, maybe double OT. It's going to be a really close game. Either way, Toronto still has the potential to beat Boston. And let's say, theoretically, Toronto does make it to the finals. They're versing guaranteed one of these two teams, Golden State or the Houston Rockets. We've already seen Toronto beat the Houston Rockets. They can do it again. Golden State, however, they have Kevin Durant for the second year in a row. They've been doing very well, but they're not first in the West. That, to me, means if the Raptors can beat the first in the West, who are on a 17-game win streak at the time, I would say the Raptors can beat Golden State. But most definitely, if they do, it would go the full 7 games. But this year, maybe this video, you might say, that's not proof of the Toronto Raptors getting an NBA championship. Of course not. There's no guarantee. But I'm just trying to say, if you don't take the Raptors seriously, that's a huge mistake. You need to stop sleeping on the Raptors. They're a serious contender this year for the NBA championship. And if you disagree, well, tell me in the comments why you think so. If you agree, like this video. If you think someone else is gonna win, comment. And that's all the time I have for today. Thanks for watching.